Hey, my name is Matthew, and today I want to show you how to create your own Anki deck from scratch and how you can easily import a lot of flashcards into it. So this tutorial is primarily meant for people who have very little experience with Anki, because this app is kind of difficult to get the hang of. It definitely takes some time to discover different options and different functions. So I will try to explain everything as clearly as possible. And if you have any questions, of course, you can comment and I'll answer any questions. And today we will be creating a deck and flashcards for students, for learners up to the level maybe B2, because if you're more advanced than that, then you may want to structure your flashcards in a more comprehensive way. But this will be like a very general type of flashcards. Okay, so first of all, we want to create our own deck. Let's call it something like English flashcards. Now let's click on this deck and press add. And of course we see the classic window of adding flashcards. We see the type at the top, and we actually want to press it, then manage, and then we want to add our own note type. So let's add a basic one. Let's call it something like custom note type. Yeah. Okay. So now we once again press on this, and as you can see, the type changed to custom note type. Okay, so now what we want to do is add our own fields. Now I decided that we will have double-sided flashcards, which will resemble something like this. The first one, the first type will be English to Polish, or like, you know, any other language. Actually, no, excuse me. The first one will be Polish to English, because this will make our studying much more difficult, you know, and as a result, much more effective. Yeah. Okay, so the first one will be Polish to English, and it will also show a sentence and an example sentence, showing the proper usage of the word. And the next one would be English to Polish, and again it will show the sentence. Okay, so today we will add 6 fields. The first one will be term 1, as in the English term. The second one will be term 2, because we will basically have the native or like the first language translations of any English term. So term 2, then we will have sentence 1, sentence 2, and then audio term and audio sentence. Now in this episode, in this tutorial, I'll not focus on the audio part, on the pronunciation part. I'll make a separate video addressing this function. So for now, let's just save, and we have 6 sentences. Now, just to make it easier, I'll put something random to represent how this flashcard looks like. Okay, so now let's actually set up the whole flashcard, because for now we've just created the fields. But now we have to tell Anki how to read these fields and how to make them appear in the flashcard. So as you can see, now we have only the basic flashcard, which will only include the term on the first side, and on the back side it will show the meaning also. This is the very basic flashcard, which is not very effective. So okay, let's go back to the front template. Actually, there's not much to add here, so let's no, actually we can add audio. Let's add audio term. For now it doesn't change anything because we haven't added any audio. Okay, as for the back template, we want to add the sentences and the sentence audio. So how do we add it? Well, first of all, as you can clearly see, the fields are contained in double brackets. I don't know what these brackets are called, but they are found right next to P on your keyboard. Yeah. Okay. So the problem is, if we put the new field here, as you can see, it appears right next to our meaning. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to see these two fields in the same line. So how do you break the line? How do you put it in another line? Well, you use this command or this function. I don't even know how to put it, but because this is basically HTML, as I understand. So we want to put BR in these little signs. Let's put double, so there's clear separation. Okay, and then right next to the sentence, the example sentence, we also want to put the sentence audio. Okay, and then we will once again break the line and put sentence 2, which will be the meaning, or the translation of the sentence. Okay, and this is done. So that's how this flashcard will look. We will see the English word as a question. Then once we press show answer, we will see the meaning and one example sentence with its translation. Okay, but we don't want to just study this way because it's too easy when we see the English word. We also want to test our productive knowledge or production. How do we do that? Well, we have to add another card type. What we've previously added was a node type here on top. We want to add a card type now. So we press options and then add a card type. Now it basically copied the first one, so it's not different in any way. What we want to do now is click on the first card type and remove this part and change it to term 2. So it will be your native language. Okay, now we want to go back to back template, and here we only want to change the term 2 to term 1, because as you can see previously we would see the double Polish term, and if I change it to term 1, now this term is in English. And we can also add audio. So again, the double brackets and audio term. Okay, it's perfect. And that's all we have to do. Now, as you can see, this is not very aesthetic. However, I will later show you how you can make it more beautiful, more aesthetic, perhaps more, what do you call it? Like more, yeah, anyway, just more aesthetic. But I'll not do that in this episode. I'll do it later in another one. Okay, so for now we are done with it. So let's press add and I'll show you that it works. Yeah, okay, so obviously this means Apple. And then we see apple, and it means jabłko. Okay. So I'll remove these two flashcards. Okay, so now how do we import flashcards? Because technically speaking, you could add them manually, which will actually be much more beneficial because if you create them by yourself, well, you'll see the progress maybe more quickly, you know, because you'll put more effort into your studying. However, we don't really have time to add, 200 flashcards, and sometimes you don't even know what to include. So that's where AI comes very handy. I'll be using Gemini, and I have this command ready for you, which I'll post in the description. As you can see, it includes every field which we mentioned: the term, the meaning, the example sentence, and the translation of the example sentence. So for now, excuse me, what you want to change here is this part, the Polish part, because maybe you're French, maybe you're, maybe you're German, and you want to change it to a different language, depending on where you're from, on what your native language is. So you want to change this, and potentially you want to change this part, the level, what you're at. If you're not on B2, but let's say on A2, you definitely want to change it, because otherwise the example sentence will be too difficult for you to understand, and you may not be able to extract any value out of it. Okay, so what you can do is either press submit and it will start generating, or you can also add something like, at first use these, and then you can paste your own list of terms. So let's say what you can do is watch movies on Netflix and write down any new words which you see, and then later paste them here in AI, and it will generate a bunch of flashcards with these exact terms. So this is very good, but for now I don't have a list, so I'll just generate these. It may take a moment. So what I'll do is create a text file. Excuse me. Okay. So actually, it gave me a full text file, which I can just directly import to Anki. I don't need to copy anything. Okay. So what we do now is drag it. And we should see four columns. So everything is okay. And just make sure that the field separator is put as tab. Also make sure that the node type says custom node type. This is our newly created type. The deck, English flashcards, any desired deck. You don't have to change anything here, I believe. You can tag all the nodes if you want, but it's not important for now, at least. And as you can see, every field, every desired field we created is included here, except for audio, which we'll deal with later. Okay. Sure, so 25 notes were added. And if you go to, if you press the browse button, you will see that we now have 50 cards. Why is it that we have 50 and not 25? Well, because as I mentioned before, we will create 2 flashcard types for every note, for every term. Yeah, so you will have one Polish to English, and the other one English to Polish. Okay. So technically, this is now ready to be studied. However, I just quickly want to mention one thing: the basic changes in options, because I believe that some changes are necessary to be implemented. Let's change the maximum reviews to some random high number. It should be 10 times, at least 10 times the new cards amount. However, it's not really a problem if you put something infinite here, like 999. So that's fine. Okay. I will not go into the specific settings. I'll not explain them today, but I'll tell you which ones are the most important ones to implement, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's head down to the display order section, and new card gather order should be changed to random notes, not deck. Some random notes. You could turn the FSRS on and set it to something like 90%. This is very good, I think. And then press optimize current preset. Oh, I suppose you don't even have to... you don't even have to press it. Okay, just turning it on will be enough. And also blurring. This is very important that you turn on all of these options. Okay. And now I believe that this is it. And I'm looking at my notepad to see if there's anything missing, if I haven't mentioned something, but from what I see, I mentioned everything. Okay, so I will also create further videos on how to make it more aesthetic, as I mentioned, and also how to add audio. But for now, your deck is ready to be studied. So good luck with it, and I hope you do it every day. Remember that Anki is for daily studying, and try not to skip any days. And you know, in a period of, let's say, 3 months, you'll really see benefits of using this app. So once again, thank you very much, and goodbye. I hope you found it useful.